a variant of Crapple Mage that's going to be using the quantity storage. And then Lucida is going to be going for the good old classic Mail Draker. Yeah. So...
And we're off.
Oh, we're already starting.
I missed like 2 weeks of the tournament. I was super busy. So I'm just trying to catch up. I don't know what happened on the previous races, but I'm seeing the times. Wolfie has been going... I don't know if he changed routes at any point. I'm guessing not.
No, he's been pretty consistent with it.
Okay, but he has been getting worse times with every race. The first one was 126.40. Then he had a 134.55. And wait, I think I'm missing another one. No, it was a 126. Then he got where did they? I cannot read this thing. Oh, sorry, a 126, a 129, and then a 134. So something's been happening. Something has been shaking Wolfie to his very core.
Oh yeah. Wait, his
on the
times
other side. Yeah, his times have been decreasing sadly. Lucida has been getting a 126, then a 130, then a 122. So he also had a huge decrease, but then he had a very fast run on the last one. So we'll see how that goes. Wolf is already 1.5 seconds behind. No, okay, yeah, let's not.
Yeah, honestly,
I'm not gonna build that fake drama.
At this point, I'd already reset if I were him.
Yeah, that's how you catch up.
Alright, I boosted my mic a little bit. Hopefully that sounds a little bit louder for you guys. Not too loud though.
Oh, you had to be careful because usually the...
I got a message from the bot.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Yeah, because you can mess up the... I thought you were doing it, going rogue.
Yep.
So we are gonna see different routes again, and different order. So we're gonna try to catch, keep an eye on this, and let you guys know who's in the lead. Right now it's Wolfie.
Yeah, they did the same opening, but because Wolfie doesn't have to pick up the bow and arrow, the bow and arrows, he just gets a much shorter. But unfortunately, he has to either pick it up or buy it. Wait, does he even use a bow and arrow? I guess he just uses throwing knives, right?
Yeah, I mean the only use for the bow will be to aim Bit of Chaos, so he might still buy it.
Oh yeah, that's true. Unless he wants to do pink bombs.
Ooh, Lucia
having to quit out.
Yeah, he got he hit the fire just when he had no stamina. You can block fire, of course, in those runs, but it does drain his stamina, and he had almost none, so he got staggered a bit and slowed down. Quitting out for safety, but quitting out on RTA, it's a few seconds that could add up at the end of the run. We're seeing closer and closer races, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's a bow on... He bought the bow,
side,
and
yeah.
He bought, yeah, and he bought arrows. And then
killing the
bastard!
Wow!
That's just cold. Jeez.
Cold-blooded.
Well, it was fire, but it was cold.
And then Wolfie going
the snipe.
Yeah, the old setup for... Oh, you're talking about the snipe, yeah. So different strats, Wolfie killing him nearby and Lucida killing him from far away. And Wolfie doing a different setup for the lower undead Berg skip. They both get it first try though.
You could have got the plunge. Yeah, Lucida is not really buying anything, so he can just do the snipe, saves quite a bit of running time. But the funny part is at the time that Wolfie lost, he doesn't have to pick up the mail breaker.
Yeah.
So he didn't lose time on that. This is kind of fun. Back and forth and tiny differences.
Yes, Wolfie's gonna be doing like quantity storage Crapple Mage, so...
Sadly not comfy mage.
No.
But pretty comfy still.
Yep.
The major advantage of quantity storage is that it gives you so many souls that you can level up things that you couldn't before. You can get 45 dex, which speeds up your casting speed. And that makes it so much safer to use things like the great heavy Solaros, or in general the heavy Solaro spells, which help a lot with the ONS fight.
Yeah, and then with quantity storage, you can also just, instead of having to worry about casts, you can buy like 999 of every single spell if you want to. So...
Ooh. Whoa, oh, that bomb. Wolfie getting smacked around in the Berg. Oof! Oh, oh god.
Ooh, that's
The
tragic.
jump just when he opened the door. That's so sad. He was rolling to avoid the bomb, basically, and the hollow just caught him at the end. Well, that's 30, 40 seconds lost, sadly.
Yeah. At least he got the door open though, so next time he shouldn't struggle as much to get there.
Yeah, that was the roll was the unlucky bit thing.
Yeah. Lucida approaching the second boss of the game, probably according to some people, the hardest boss of all Souls.
Who says that?
Somebody out there. I've heard it mentioned several times that Taurus Demon is the
why? Who's this? What's the hell? That's new to me. What? I demand names.
And then Asylum Demon is second hardest boss.
What the after what? Pinwheel? Jeez. Oh man, Wolfie.
Oh man, Wolfie, please.
Getting the seated AI. With the infinite. Yeah, what? Oh, they're all jumping. This is an ongoing argument that you get a seated AI, so if they jump a lot, they're gonna have jumps the entire game.
Oh really?
Because, yeah, it has no base in reality, though, but holy crap, it like it sometimes.
That's what I like to call confirmation bias. Alright. Wolfie
Okay,
healing
so
up here.
for the second hardest boss in
For
the
the
game.
second hardest, no, the first hardest boss in the game. Asylum is second hardest.
Oh dang, okay.
Man, with those archers though, Taurus can definitely get a head up.
Scimitar best weapon. Making quick work of Taurus Demon.
Does this mean he doesn't get the Drake tail?
I
don't remember if you buy the scimitar, whether you.
No, yeah, he bought the scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
But that's probably gonna. Yeah,
He's
scimitar.
still gonna get it.
Yeah, he's gonna need it for what?
Gargoyles and Iron Golem. Yeah.
But he's not move swapping. I thought the scimitar with gold paint racing would be faster on gargoyles. If you don't have move swap.
I don't know. Tell us, expert Simitracer.
Well, the scimitar is the best weapon ever. The thing is, I don't have the comparison point. I know how fast the scimitar is. I have no idea the move swap. I mean, the Drake Sword is not slow at all. But you're gonna be doing 150 lightning damage plus the 60 or something that you have from the scimitar, and the scimitar is a faster weapon. It might be just be force of habit. Oh man, Wolfie just.
Yeah, the enemies are really giving him a lot of trouble.
Sending the elevator down so he can access Stray Demon later.
Yeah. And here Wolfie shows us why, like, really wearing armor doesn't really do much in this game.
Well, because he got killed anyway.
He got killed.
Jeez, that's evil. It's like, jeez.
Well, no, oh no!
He's getting killed anyway. Jeez. We can see Wolfie, who he just dies. Oh god. I thought you were a nice person, Dibby.
I'm just saying, like, you take about the same damage, maybe like slightly less. So at the end of the day, it's just better to have that fast roll. Like, the fast roll's honestly the best mechanic in this game. Yeah, so he's gonna use the scimitar on the gargoyles. That's interesting.
So why did he hit the I don't get why he hit the Drake Sword, yeah. Well, we're gonna see later. That's the problem with the scimitar, by the way. Even though it's a perfect weapon, it has flaws. The freaking horizontal swing sometimes just misses things that are right there.
The weapon is a perfect what do they say? An imperfect masterpiece?
But yeah, pretty much.
My god.
Flawed masterpiece. No, it gives you actual issues on Iron Golem because the swing is a bit too high, and you don't hit below the knee consistently. And on Gaping Dragon, the head can push you up when you're striking at him. I don't know why it happens with the scimitar and not other weapons, but it happens.
By the way, the reason why Wolfie's not using the Drake tail right now is because he hasn't grabbed the
Oh, yeah, he
analog,
hasn't
the
leveled
parish
up.
bonfire. So he hasn't
Yeah, he hasn't
leveled up.
leveled up.
Use,
He cannot even use it.
yeah,
He's
I think you
too
need like
weak.
16. I know you need 3 level ups with Thief Start. That's all I know.
You need 11. You need 11 strength to two-handed.
Yeah, and they
And
probably
he
have
has
like 8.
9 or 8. Yeah, he has
Yeah.
9 or 8. So Lucida going for the RTSR ring.
Yep.
He's gonna get also the Graska shield, which doesn't have a huge ton. It's a tiny stamina regen, but it's noticeable. You can notice the stamina, and you get a very healthy green glow as well. Ooh, floor skip also, no problems there. It's a neat jump.
Yep. Wolfie going down for Quelaag after buying those spells and killing Lautrec to make sure he doesn't lose the bonfire.
He's an evil man, so we go all minority report on him and kill him
Yep.
before he strikes. And oof, Lucida getting smacked by getting boxed in by the BKH. In those cases, you can run on the ledge though, but it's a bit, you have to do a bit of a walk around to get on that. Well, you cannot vanilla, you cannot 60 FPS.
Wolfie going for RTSR 2, actually, but he's gonna go through the Valley of the Drakes instead of taking the shortcut from the end of the parish.
Yeah, pretty much from the other side.
Yeah.
Wait, RTSR 2, is that like upgraded?
Yeah. It's a Dark Souls 2 exclusive. You have to go to New Game Plus.
Oh my god, la 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 la.
Wolfie has 1 death, unfortunately. He died to some hollows on the way to Taurus Demon.
Yeah.
But Lucida, I think, is deathless so far.
Yes. Just 2 panic quit outs so far. I need like a macro on the keyboard to like keep track of all these stats.
Just open up a text document, have a hotkeys for all of them.
Yeah, something like that. Quit outs. It's just a macro that it keeps the counter going up.
Yep.
So both are going to get RTSR about the same time.
And they've killed the same number of bosses, so they're actually fairly even so far. The only thing
the
is,
difference are going to be later on.
yeah. Well, actually, we're gonna get to see a little bit of a difference because I think Wolfie's gonna go for Quelaag kill now, unless he does SGS. I'm not actually 100% certain about that one.
No, I'm guessing he's gonna go for Quelaag so he gets so he can do quantity storage early.
Yep.
Because if not, if you don't get the extra levels, you're gonna get the terrible crapple experience on ONS.
Yeah.
So is he gonna use Fapling? I don't remember if he did before.
Is he gonna use what?
The Fapling. And Lucida, sorry, which we just did that. Lucida doing Sensegate Skip, which pulls you into this.
Explain how Sensegate Skip works.
Magic and wizardry and cheats. You clip into you repose at the hollow on the side of the bridge to clip into the death camp volume, which sets your camera this way, top down. You get tank controls, and it stops loading everything around you. So you use that to go into Sense Fortress. The bridge collision is still there. The gate's no longer there, and you can just clip into it. The thing is that the death cam volumes are used to set your camera when you're falling to your death. So under the death cam volume, there's always a kill box. So you're supposed to hit the death cam volume while you're falling, then you die. It's just to have a transition and the moment you die and not just violently switch to the death screen. But since reposes suspend you there and remove collision on you and whoever you are parrying or reposing or backstabbing, you can clip into this volume and use that to abuse this and have a very neat sequence break.
That's interesting. Oh, for the purple moss, of course.
Yes, he's getting so that way he can get RTSR, but no worrying about the poison killing him, because once you start, the torso on Quelaag has basically no poison, so she gets instant stagger if she gets hit there, no matter with what. And with the Grey Solaris, you can just keep casting and she keeps getting staggered. But if the fight goes for longer than your health can survive with the poison, and you cannot stop really. It's like you have to keep casting.
Yeah.
So Blossom is very nice for that.
It becomes a really scary fight if he ever misses. If he ever misses any of the soul arrows, so he has to make sure that he hits every.
Pretty much.
If you miss, you're pretty much dead.
Yeah.
But Lucida making quick work of Sense Fortress, which a lot of people are afraid of, especially like in their first playthrough. But once you start learning the pattern, it's actually quite easy. And like dealing with the snakes, you basically just run past them, so it's no problem.
Yeah, the blades are 100% consistent.
Yeah.
There's no randomization. Imagine if they had different patterns. Holy crap!
Oh god.
This giant though was terrible on before the PC version came out, because the giant bombs will not shoot behind you; they will actually lead. So you had to like move forward, then backwards, or the fire will land straight on you. It actually was pretty fun. I'm sad that they got removed.
That free aim on Wolfie though, and Quailag.
Yeah, doing just fine. Slightly correcting the angle because she's getting close. Oh god. Also, the stagger sometimes move her to the side a bit. No problems. Fight on.
Yeah, he's got it. Very good job from Wolfie. As
The
Lucida
thing is that you
approaches.
don't need to time it. That's another good thing with the timing on the Razor. You just literally spam it. If it was slightly faster, you will have to manually delay it because she cannot get staggered while she's already staggered.
And
And
Lucida doing quick work of probably the third hardest boss in all.
wait, are they on the order they appear? I just seen a pattern here. So, oh, and this is the fourth hardest boss? The fourth hardest boss?
Please, ONS isn't even a boss.
Is it? Well, no, it's two bosses. They're pretty close actually, because Lucida went for a different boss, but Wolfie is gonna have to do the run to Blighton twice, so that's basically a minute slower on that. But also Wolfie's gonna have a few faster sections in some other things. But Lucida is using the fastest route.
And
it is a
Wolfie
faster
didn't do
route.
quantity storage.
Oh, what the hell? Why?
That's
He's just
interesting.
duping?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was the whole point of going to Quillag.
Yeah,
Did
so
he
did
forget?
I hope not.
I mean,
I don't think he would.
Wolfie hasn't slept.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, that's a very good point.
So he might have forgotten, and he just I think he started duping because he realized that he messed it up.
No, you can dupe without the Lord Vessel, Gandrick. You can do it in the old ultimate route called the GTS +5. That's
Yeah,
route.
it doesn't depend on the Lord Vessel. If as long as you ring both bells, you can feed
You can
things
feed
to
it,
Frau.
yeah. Dang, Lucida not going for
Namu Rafters.
Namu Rafters.
The shame.
But
Well,
he
he already
got
had two.
Rafters,
He already had two scares with the hollows and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So maybe
it's
he's
true.
playing it safe.
Yeah, maybe he wants Logan first.
So now he's going into Sense Fortress. No need for Sense Gate skip or anything of the sort. So he took the normal progression into opening the door.
I didn't notice. Did Lucida pick up the Anarlando bonfire? I don't think he did. So
No, he didn't. He went
was pretty
straight
clean,
for
yeah.
the. Yeah. It takes 18 seconds to take, and since he's using this one, he went for this one. But if he had died on the rafters,
yeah, that would have been like
all the way back to the parish and all the way through Sense Fortress, that's a huge time loss.
yeah, it's
It's
like
always spooky.
4 to 5 minutes.
And Lucida getting set up to use the Dragon Tooth, so a lot of endurance and a bit of strength.
Wolfie here talking to Logan. This is gonna give him the options to buy a lot of higher level spells that aren't normally available. But
Dang it, Snake Man getting in the way. He needs to finish the dialogue, or Logan will just stay there with the door open. He's a
Yeah.
dummy.
you know, for being so intelligent, he's actually quite dumb.
He's very old though.
That is true, and he does he does kind of get demented at the end.
Yeah, he's on the verge.
Yeah.
Lucida did a quit out there because the elevator only gets. Oh my god, that's so loud.
Yeah, Wolfie going for the. Oh my god. Wolfie, my heart.
The boulder skip. This is a very old setup. So Lucida did the quit out there because the animation that on the central elevator, the spiral elevator, only gets set once the animation fully ends. So if you quit out before that, it goes back to the original position. But since you're also already outside of the elevator on a stable position, your game records your position properly. That saves time because he has to take that same elevator from the bottom again later on, and that saves time IGT, but also saves times RTA because it's a really slow animation.
Does it though if you grab the bonfire before if you grab the elevator before Gwendolyn and then just run to Gwendolyn boss arena? Does it save RTA?
Wait, when
So like if you grab the elevator, you pull the elevator lever and then run to Gwendolyn while you're doing the boss fight for Gwendolyn, like the elevator's going down.
No, but you need the elevator then to get there, so you're gonna have to do it anyway. You cannot get to Gwendolyn with the elevator up. Oh my god, Wolfie! Oh, mistimed the running attack, and he got hit at the same time he punched the...
Alright, let me put an auto hotkey death to Wolfie.
Jeez. What's with your thing? This is, oh man, you're evil today. What the hell?
Lucida picking up the
Dragon Tooth.
Dragon Tooth, there we go. That's the name of it.
Even though it looks like Wolfie getting hit to get a backup RTSR setup, since he's not gonna have the boulder anymore. The boulder cycle is in a different place, he won't even see a boulder. So he's just getting damaged intentionally, and then he's gonna take probably one arrow from the crossbow guy that just killed him. But this time he won't die because he has more health. Oh, that's a bit sad though.
Yeah.
Probably the lack of sleep. If you're watching this, Wolfie, that's what you get for not.
Wow, and I'm evil.
Bad thing. What is his own fault? No healthy.
This is actually the second time we see Lucida do move swap, and move swap uses the queuing. Well, basically exploits the queuing in the game. Same thing with duping. So you can only two-hand your bow in your left hand. That's the only weapon you can two-hand basically on your left-hand slot. So by swapping really quickly to another weapon, you can actually... Oh, interesting. That's an interesting setup for RTSR. But anyways, yeah, by swapping really quickly your left hand, you can actually two-hand the other weapon on your left-hand slot, and that allows you to do the running attack and the rolling attack, as well as the punch, I think, of the right-hand weapon, just because there's no left-hand animations for that.
Yeah, and you keep the moveset of the running and rolling attack of the right hand, but you keep all the properties of the one on the left hand. So you have like the wide hitbox of the heavy weapon, you have the damage, you have the damage type, and everything else.
Yeah.
Because if you had the hitboxes from the rapier, that would be, jeez, it would be so bad. Really bad, the hitboxes of the rapier. And you also get, more importantly, you get the poise break. So you do double poise break and then you stack the bosses to death very often.
Yeah.
Here he
It's
goes
really nice.
Back to where he was. Now taking the time for the arrow for a sting. That was lucky. Extremely fast fight as well.
Yeah, very
well. Just 2 arrows and that's it.
Lucida going for Gwendolyn here. The thing about Gwendolyn is that he has 3 attacks. You want him to do really 2 when you get close, because there's 2 attacks that you can actually approach, and then. But basically, what you want to do is you want to get the huge soul mass, right? I think that's what it's called. Which is going to give him RTSR, and then you want to get the arrows right at the end to make sure you can stagger him, because if he teleports, he actually gets infinite poise. So
yeah, you cannot really stagger him out of the teleport. Wolfie taking the Honor London bonfire because if I recall, he won't get the Windling bonfire, so he needs one. He needs that one to set the closest point to get back to Duke's archives later. Lucida, on the other hand, will do the painted world before going to the Duke's archives, and when you exit the painted world, your bonfire automatically gets set to Anor Londo.
Yeah, so it makes it so you don't have to warp there, or you don't have to sit on that bonfire at all.
Yeah, and if you kill Guinevere and do the painted world, your the bonfire actually gets registered as if you sat down, like it will be on your warpable list. But if you don't kill Guinevere and do the painted world, it's not on your warpable list. No idea why, but it's how it is.
Wolfie going for the rafters now.
Ooh,
And he
Namu
goes
rafters.
for Namu rafters. Dang.
He just saves 2 seconds. Was it 2 or 3? Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
90
But
to
in our
go
hearts-
to catch up.
In our hearts, he saves 45 minutes. So.
Of course. That will be discounted from the official times later on.
Yep.
And the Lucida going for a Stray Demon, and also pick up the Doll, which will give him access to the Painted World. Painted World important here for 2 reasons. He's gonna get the Dragon Scale, which is the material that you need to upgrade the Dragon Tooth. And he will... Oh yeah, no, wait, no. He's not gonna... He's gonna do Mail Raker, right? He's not doing Quantity Storage at all. Yeah. So he's gonna be one of the few materials he's gonna get to upgrade.
Yep, down before Priscilla.
Yeah, just before Priscilla. And he's gonna get access to the Anor Londo bonfire, which is gonna let him do Duke's archives. And there is because of the way the bonfires work in this game, in which bonfires get set as your warping location only if you sit at them, and you cannot warp to any and all bonfires. The closest bonfire to the DLC, being the Dark Road section, kind of ties you into doing the Dark Road section, then the Duke's archives, and then the DLC. It's like if you want to save time, that's an order that you have static. You can put it on different parts of the routes, but most routes have to do those bosses in that order.
Yeah, just because you really don't want to... it's one of the few very important bonfires that you cannot warp to, so it just makes it more convenient to route it that way.
Wolfie getting smacked by
Ooh, Wolfie. The very good thing about this area is that even though there's like the death boxes or the kill boxes are really, really low, so you have plenty of time to quit out.
The Silver Knight, then oh my god.
Ooh. I think Wolfie's using the yeah, it's not gonna knock him off.
Yeah, now he's gonna knock him off.
There
we go. Okay, that was scary. The Silver
I-
Knight, the other attack of the Silver Knight, the ones that goes like from the left to right and is diagonal, has a weird property in which you can do like the Dark Souls 3 experience of getting a parry, but you also get partial damage. So I was really scared because I thought he could have got that. You can have like a perfect parry, but you get damage anyway, and he was so low that just any damage will kill him. So that was spoopy. So Lucida approaching the Undead Dragon, which is gonna give him both access to Dragon Scale and also a bit of a shortcut to get to Priscilla. It's slower than taking the shortcut on the side, but the Dragon Scale is gonna help him a lot for later parts, since one of the few updates he's gonna get. They just get to +2, I'm guessing, yeah.
Yeah, that's +2.
The Dragon is only to +2. One here and one from the Hydra that you have to kill anyway on all bosses.
Mm-hmm.
And Wolfie going for Honest. So he's gonna get the crappy Crapple Mage experience. Because he doesn't have the 45 decks I was talking about earlier. So...
Oh!
Dang it! He just winged it. I'm not sure why he did that, because after the stagger, you need a... I mean, the Heavy Solar staggers him. But the
Maybe
normal
he really
one doesn't.
I think he had 45 decks. I don't know if you could have done that with 45 decks.
Yeah, maybe he could have casted that and then move out of the way. Yeah, I'm thinking that he was supposed to do quantity storage at this point, he forgot, had to dupe to get enough intelligence, and now he's still playing with like, oh, I can cast faster in his mind. Lucida going for the arrow strat on Priscilla, which means that you have to. It's less damage, but you do it. Oh, jeez! But the point is that the arrow does not go invisible, so you can track it really easily.
Ooh. Yeah,
Lucida having a hard time on us.
Lucida doing quick work of Priscilla though. A little scary fight, but oh, what's Wolfie thinking? Okay.
Let's circle the camera around more, running to the boss. I don't want to see any quitters here.
I know, I was a little bit afraid there that he would. And then that's just for the first time he upgrades the Dragon Tooth, which kind of shows you how strong the Dragon Tooth is. The fact that you can actually do that much with the with a +0, and then upgrading it twice.
Half of the work is move swap. It's that really is the power of move swapping. Having the double hit.
It really does help.
It just increases your DPS a ton. So the main problem here, the main problem here is that Ornstein is a jumpy bunny.
Yep.
And he can, okay, no problems now.
Yeah,
he can sidestep attacks.
I think this game should be called Dark Souls Prepare to Jump, because half of the bosses here like to jump around a lot. Really hard to hit. And then some of them deal damage too while they're jumping, with, like, so...
Yeah, I like how in the DLC, if the Sanctuary Guardian falls on you or jumps away and knocks you down, it actually does no damage. It's like they took that into consideration when they did this. It's like, okay, you know what? Let's remove the damage. Let's take the damage away here. I think it's actually the only one that doesn't do this tiny bit of damage.
Like the tick damage, yeah.
That was a much better fight now, honest. Especially the Ornstein part, that's like the complicated one.
Yeah, once you get to smoke, for the most part, it shouldn't be a challenge.
Yeah, you use the pillar to get him stuck, and then you just time your attacks in between, because the hammer can completely negate damage. So you just time your attacks to hit in between the swings.
I am curious why he's duping so much, though, because if he is going to use quantity storage, like...
I'm 99% sure he just forgot to do quantity storage, and that's why he's duping now.
So I'm wondering if he's just not going to do it anymore?
No, he probably still going to do it for that. Like, the extra dexterity does help. Lucida getting a bit of extra weight, getting all fat for a few seconds, just so he gets enough fall damage. Since if fall damage is percentage based in the game, you always get the same amount of fall damage based on your max health, but equip load, your weight, increases fall damage after that base calculation.
Yeah, because that's how gravity works in the real world.
Well, it kind of does, though. I mean, it's gonna hurt a lot more if you weigh 2 tons.
I guess that's a good point.
Than if you're a featherweight.
Please. It's not about mass, it's about surface area. And then, so one of the reasons why we kill Hydra, which is not a boss, but does open up the path to four other bosses that are... And
yeah, the thing is, like, to access the DLC on Dark Souls 1, it's extremely intuitive. So basically, you kill the Hydra, then you need to reload the area, or touch a bonfire, come back here, a new enemy will appear, which was not there when you probably explored the area. And then a little girl pops out of the thing that just appeared, even though you didn't know it was there. And that makes it so an enemy that exists in the game, and existed in the game before the DLC, gets a new unique drop, which makes you come back here, and then a portal will bring you to the DLC. It's all very, very logical. And
it makes perfect sense.
It makes perfect sense. It was really strange when the DLC was released that people needed like developer guidelines to access the DLC, because it's just so easy. It's just so, I don't know, it's just so transparent. It's brilliant design. Now, Wolf is doing quantity storage, which is using the dialogue when you drop an item, or well, basically any dialogue that has a number, it gets a store. Then some hacking shenanigans happen using the queue system again, and you use that number, to actually buy things. So as long as you have enough to buy one copy of something, you can buy 999 copies of those. It will consume all the souls that you have to match the value, but you can buy more than they have because Logan only has one soul spear. He just got 999. Well, sorry, it's gonna default to 99 anyway. Can't have more than that, sadly. And now he's doing quantity storage. In the same way that he did it to buy, you can use it to sell. And now he's selling 1,000 Quilax souls instead of only one. You get 10 million souls, and then you can do whatever you want because you're rich boyo. So now he's getting 45 dex for the increased casting speed, 99 intelligence, I think. I can't really see the pixels.
Yeah, that's really hard to see here. I got the stream up on my page, so I think I'll be...
Yeah, it is. I think it's a 99.
And then a bunch of souls, so like, you're basically not starved, a bunch of soul spears, so you're not starved for anything really
damage
after
anymore,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, it looked like 99.
Consistent Knight. She's called Consistent Knight because she's very consistent. I thought I had to point that out. She has like about 6 different attacks. Can be one-handed, two-handed. It can do the normal attack, the strong attack, or a rolling attack. So you don't get the same amount of damage every time from her. And you need to be under 20% to use RTSR. I don't think we explained that. RTSR makes so your attack rating goes up 50% if you're under 20% health, which is a huge amount of damage for 2 reasons. One, 50% is a lot. That's math. And second, the resistances on the game are flat. So for example, if an enemy has 50 flat resistance, it only reduces 50% damage. So if you double attack, much more damage goes through the defenses than if you had the damage calculated after the resistances, which is what happened with Power Within, by the way. If you ever wonder why Power Within is so freaking punny, and it's like, what the hell is this? Versus RTSR, that's the reason. Power Within boosts your attack after defenses, RTSR before defenses.
Dang. That's why you want to use the mixture of RTSR and Power Within.
Oh my god! Oh, damn, blocking that actually. Oh yeah, he couldn't get RTSR, so he just winged it. It's actually better because casting 2-3 more lightning spears is gonna take. I mean, sorry, soul spears.
Soul spears.
It's gonna take less time than fiddle around with the knight again, trying to get the extra damage. Most of the time, what you do is that if you are slightly too high, you take a few falls and get RTSR. But he only got 50% health, so it was way too much damage to compensate. So not much of a time loss by not going RTSR. Powerfly should get like deleted now, pretty much. It's gonna be pretty fast. Lucida has been doing that extremely good run though.
Yeah,
saved like what he had to quit out 2 or 3 times because of a bit of sketchy situations, but that's been it, literally it. Extremely clean run on Lucida's side.
Like 1 or 2 quitouts, I think that he didn't really need for the route, but yeah, he's been having a really nice route. Going for 4 kings now. You did see him pick up the Fap Ring before, or the Ring of Favor and Protection. The reason why he doesn't equip it though is because for this particular boss actually, you need to have RTSR in order to beat them fast. But you also need to have equipped the Abyss Ring. So unfortunately, you mid-roll up to this boss, and then after this, you can just equip the Fap Ring, and
yeah,
you're gonna be faster.
Yeah, the Fap Ring, as it breaks when and equip, it's a mess.
Yeah.
So why he's doing 4 kings at this point? Since he did Sensegate skip, he doesn't have and the point is to go to Blighton only once. Oh wait, he died to Seal skip. I was just talking about I missed it.
Oh
Jeez.
yeah, he did. Oh, I guess that's why everybody said rip Lucida. Wait, why is he doing that setup?
I have no idea. You have full control, man. What are you doing? There is 2 setups for this. The one that he's doing is the one what you do when you don't have full control. So basically, you fall down, you use a slope, which delays your death a bit, and then you quit while you're in the middle of a slope. You're low enough that your position gets saved, but the damage is not processed yet. But with fall control, you just jump
to the
because
other
fall control,
platform.
yeah, because if delay of fall control when you die, it's a lot longer. There's a longer animation that has to happen there. So with fall control, this is a braided setup. You just literally jump and quit. Even you quit slow. If you quit at too fast, it doesn't work. You
Yeah, you
so
want to
either
take like
way,
a quick second. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Ooh. Wolfie having some trouble with Hydra though. Unfortunately, you do have to.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
He hit the water. Dang it. Soul Spears have no water penetration. That's the problem. They're not very good for armored enemies. No, that's not true. I guess water, it's magic doesn't go through water. I guess, yeah. That's in the lore somewhere, I'm sure.
Yep. Your soul can now penetrate water. Miyazaki confirmed.
Yeah.
Let's
So
get
that's a bit sad on Lucida's side, though, because that was a completely unnecessary death just by just confusing the setups they needed.
Yeah, and then like that's an extra quit out too. So with fall control, since you land on the second platform where you saw him quit out, you don't get that like upside like top down cam. So it's just
Yeah, so you also save a quit out.
yeah.
But besides that, pretty clean 4 kings fight, 2 kings. So now he has to talk to Kath. He has to say no. If he
Yes, he has to say yes. Because if he
And
says
if
no, then we got a problem.
If you just spam, because this is one of the few NPCs that doesn't ask you again. He doesn't care about your second opinion, and it's like, you said no? Well, take care then, have a nice day. And then you have to do Quillag to access the Firelink altar.
It won't be too bad at this point because he can just warp back from there, but I mean, Dark Beat versus a +1, yeah.
Yeah, he will lose time, but the whole point of Sensei Team was to save the 2 trips to Quillag.
Yeah,
I mean, to fly down.
Wolfie here going to talk to Dusk.
Yeah, to get the when you summon her, and when she ends up being summoned, when you see her like putting her hands together, right there, her clothes will spawn, which is weird because she's wearing them. But her clothes will spawn near the portal to the DLC, and the important part there is the high heals. High heals makes you go fast. Oh, wait, no, it's a crown. The crown gives you 20% damage bonus on sorceries, and a tiny debuff that doesn't really matter, which is you receive 10% more damage from magic sources. No one cares about that until they get killed by it.
I think
that's
this means that he
his
can
damage
do
a lot.
And this means that he's going to be able to do 1 king when it comes
probably.
to it. Yeah.
He's gonna be able to do 1 king by just spamming the crap out of it. Very, very hard to pull off. To pull off.
Yeah,
So
pressing
both-
R1 is really
After all
hard.
these differences, though, they're still both going into the same direction, which is kind of neat. But Wolf is behind. Wolf is definitely behind.
Wolfie's got the 2 bosses from Anor Londo that he hasn't killed yet.
Yeah. And for kings as well.
Yeah.
He's about 3 bosses behind. I will say he's about.
Well, he did kill Butterfly.
Oh yeah, that's a bit. But I will say like he's 3.5 minutes behind, something like. Oh my god!
Yeah.
What are you doing? Jeez!
Oh, what is up with Wolfie and enemies today? He is not having any good luck with them.
Yeah, well, that one was kind of his fault in this case. He mistimed the roll, and they get a giant. The things like the timing is super important because that running attack on the boards has a gigantic hitbox. So it's really easy to get clipped at it if you don't roll the first part of it, like at the beginning when you're closer to the hitbox. So the roll, the iframes that you get on the invincibility frames that you get on the roll, make you go past that giant hitbox. It will be neat. I hope at some point we get something that will let you see the hitboxes and enemies, because some are truly ridiculous. I hope we get to that point one day. Like on fighting games, that you can just like play with the hitbox visible. Oh my god, they are in the back! What the hell?
And he's got the hidden body too.
Hidden
so
body,
man.
yeah. He went for that's just for the memes, because he went to see if he could get like the rare drop, like the trident from the. Normally you go by the side. There's no reason to go by the middle and kill the the channel for the trident.
here we see him doing Duke Skip, which Lucida just did. Oh.
Oof. Okay, he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. But the Duke Skip allows you to like avoid having to do this whole prison
Dying
thing.
to see it, going to prison, get the key, go back. It saves like 5-6 minutes. I'm gonna see if Lucida's gonna do the
It looks
caves.
like yeah, he is.
Crystal cave skip. This is really neat. It was found like a few months ago by now. And you just jump into the side, fall in an invisible beam, and you save about 15 seconds. IGT. RTA, you save.
Yeah, a lot of people haven't been doing it
8,
because
I think it is.
Yeah, I think it's 4 seconds per quit out.
No, I mean, I timed this a while ago. I forgot the numbers. If you do monthly drop though, monthly drop is actually 1 second faster because of the quit out.
Yeah.
I mean, monthly plunge. Forgot this is a different one. So what Lucida wants to avoid here is just having clamps on the fight. So he's gonna get a kind of a specific pathing, going to a bit to the left of this clamp, waiting a bit, just there a bit of a walk, and then run in. And the idea is that waste them enough time, since they have to attack you, that they don't get into the arena before the fog gate is up, which is when the cinematic opens. Because clamps have no collision with Seath, so they can just go in the middle of him and hit you through Seath. It's just very, very nice.
Wolfie having trouble with
Good Duke skip, sadly. And he was attacking Seath sideways because the Dragon Tooth has such a long hitbox that if you hit him dead center, the hitbox of the weapon can go past the crystal, and you don't do the bonus damage. So the crystal is like his weak point.
And that section, as we mentioned before, you really can't grab any other bonfire when you have the Darkwood Garden. Yeah, because if you lose it, then that's like a 1 minute walk back. So Lucida doing really a good job, because if you die at any point in that area, like that's a long walk back.
Yeah, it's a long walk back. Well, you will run from the Undead Parish, but yeah, it's like 1 minute and 50 to get to the DLC versus the 53 seconds that takes you from the Darkwood Bonfire. Come on, Wolfie! Yeah, there we go. You have the quit out ready. Oh yeah, that's a sketchy angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually you want to walk a bit away from the wall, so you have a better angle to jump on the third floor. And Lucida doing magic for Butterfly. That way he doesn't have to wait until Butterfly decides to come down, or use the bombs, which are a lot slower.
Yeah, it just takes five, and
yeah, just gotta be careful with the needles, and that's it. Come on, Wolfie.
All right, first step down. Ooh, yeah, he's really close to the edge there, but he got it.
Yeah, Duke skip. I would say it was one of the skip that when you're starting to learn the game, it feels so finicky and what do I do? But we have a very good video guide on speedsouls.com that you can use to learn the. I have no idea. Wolfie, what the hell?
Is he really trying to go for the trident? Oh my god.
Wolfie, no! Oh my god. Dude, what slapped you in the face? Why did you... why don't you lock on if you're gonna kill the damn bastard? Oh god.
Oh, Wolfie, no.
Wolfie going for the memes, farming trident. This is not all achievements. You don't need the trident.
Lucida actually about to enter the DLC. Yeah, and after this point, like, he doesn't have to worry about grabbing bonfires, really.
So this is what happens when you die in the Duke's Archive section. Thank you, Wolfie, for displaying a long run back. Has to the Duke skip again.
I wonder if he's gonna go for the trident again.
I'm actually guessing he will. If he gets it though. And Lucida going for the Sanctuary Guardian. DLC bosses have this thing that they are very showy. They're like a bunch of show-offs. So they have a bunch of attacks that are long-winded, bunch of animations, and then you have to wait for the right time to punish them, and then you punish them hard. In this case, just 2 running attacks from the Mail Raker, and you're done.
Yeah. And like, he did get the... Oh, and Wolfie needs to lower the elevator down. That's another thing about dying too.
He can quit out there here though. He's not racing anymore. He's just looking at the board.
Maybe he wanted to go for the boar helm.
Well, I do like this way too. I approve of if you're gonna forfeit. I like this way of forfeiting more than the traditional one of just stopping. God damn it, Wolfie.
I think the lack of sleep got to him at this point.
I think he got to him like on the first 2 minutes. But he's clearly having fun with this. Oh my god, he's going for it. Stupid trident again.
Does it like give you
away? That's what you get.
Does it give you more like is it better?
The trident? No! It's like, why would you want the trident?
Well, he does get a free buff at least. He does
I wonder if you use it. Yeah, it lasts 10 seconds. It's a 10-second buff, and you are like in the middle of animation for the first few seconds, so it lasts like 7 seconds. But I wonder if he's gonna use it if he gets it. I hope he doesn't though. You don't deserve it, Wolfie. You hear me?
Lucida going for Royal Wood Skip used to be probably one of the most inconsistent skips, and then they managed. Yeah, plunges happen and Stennis happened, so now it's 100%.
These tabs is the worst though. Sorry, it just is.
not the way Lucida's showing it.
I don't know. It looks sketchy to me. So some final purchases from Lucida. Those are he bought a bunch of stuff. The blossoms are for the weapon. And he's going for early Calamity Trigger. Never mind, no, he's not.
Yeah, that's just the RTSR setup.
Yeah, no, but I thought he already went past the stairs. So I thought, like, okay, he's going for it. Doesn't really say that much time, so it's not really a big deal. Having to do RTSR again, though, does lose you a bit of time. Usually you will keep your RTSR setup from...
Wolfie going for the...
oh my god!
Very prison escape sequence that we were talking about. So this is why you want to get Duke Skip.
Wolfie just showcasing everything.
So the thing about, I think he's gonna be the first person to do it in a race too.
Yeah.
So basically, normally this is how it's intended for you to do it. You would run up here, and you would meet Seath, and you can try to attack him as much as you want, but no matter what. Although I will say it's really scary because if he dies, he's gonna get cursed.
Is he gonna?
No, he got cursed.
Oh my god, Wolfie! Dude. Well, we miss. Well, if you guys were paying attention, Artorias got extremely quickly killed because move swap allows you to actually stagger him with just one running attack if both hits connect. So and the stagger is so long that while he's getting staggered, you recharge stamina. He leaves the stagger, you stagger him again, and he's pretty much dead. So what's the problem here? All the effects that you get in the game can still apply when you're dead, which is the same reason why on 4 Kings, for example, you do damage while they are dying. You can do that to every enemy.
They have like a lingering.
4 Kings is the only one that in which you can take advantage of. So you can still get cursed, or you can bleed while you're dying, or get poisoned. That's actually very common. And you need at least 6 humanities to get enough curse resistance, or level up resistance, but who does that? He had no humanities, so the only way to not get cursed here when you have no humanities and no curse resistance is to already be damaged, so that way you die with the first hit. So you die faster and you can avoid getting cursed. I'm sad that Wolfie had to, felt like he had to forfeit, but
yeah. A lot of the RTSR setups are actually the same. The only ones that are very different are the ones where you take damage, but since you're half health, yeah.
All the ones that are based on jumps, you're fine. They work the exact same.
But yeah, still at this point, I think Wolfie had enough.
I'm guessing that the shock was too much. The shock of going, oh shit, I got cursed. I think it's just that. It's not even like. Yeah, because he could just keep going, actually, cursed. And he could actually take a detour and do Capra early. And then get a cursed stone from the female merchant. It's not really that big of a time loss. But I think it's just the shock. Is that they getting like, oh fuck, I got cursed. I wasn't expecting this. And he's like, oh, everything's ruined.
Yeah. But Lucida already having done 2 of the bosses in the DLC, he's gonna come up with a. He's been having a again, except for that one death, and.
Seems like Wolf is gonna continue though. I mean, he forfeit, but it seems like he's gonna finish the run, which I hope he does. Killing the strongest man serpent in the entire game, has 2 HP.
No, he's knocking them out according to pacifist runs. You gotta remember that.
Wait, is that a thing?
Yeah. They...
Oh my god! What? Yeah, knocking them out of their like living breath. It's just, I don't know. That's killing something.
I think Wolfie does. Oh, he's gonna. Okay, he's gonna do a fall control skip here.
Just to go down.
So he's gonna take this extremely long ladder to go all the way down.
It actually, I think it's faster though. Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
Faster. Yeah, because it's a long run. But wait, how far? Where is he going?
No.
Oh, it's from there.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know he was going to go straight into the. Yeah, that has to be faster actually. I didn't know that one.
Yeah, I think there was like a pacifist run or something where you like would only kill the bosses, you couldn't kill anything else. So basically like a speed run.
Well, just do Duke skip, Jesus. Just learn Duke skip. It's hell fast. Okay, here the key. He can get the hell out. Why is he not teleporting though?
I don't think he knows that you can just pull him back.
Yeah, we're back to the bonfire.
Yeah, so this is kind of like the Anorlando bonfire when you kill Guinevere. You just, if you take that bonfire, like, without even taking it, you just spawn here, which is kind of the problem.
Yeah, and Lucida taking the broken thing in the game, Darkbeat. Since Soul Spear was deemed to be a really weak spell with no damage, no range, and extremely slow to cast, the developers decided to put Darkbeat, which is faster, does more damage, and you don't even need to aim it because it just spreads across the entire screen. It made perfect sense within the Dark Souls universe. The hell, Miyazaki, I just don't get it.
Well, a lot of the reasons why Darkbeat is also so overpowered is because of all the buffs that we give it. So the magic, the bellowing dragon crest ring, and then RTSR apparently gives each bead 50% more damage. Ooh, that was kind of a scary roll.
The melee weapon, it's gonna get a very much unused after this fight.
After Calamity.
Darkbeat will take a. Oh right, after Calamity. And whoops, when Darkbeat will take
Oh.
priority on damage. Oh, he got caught by the upward swing. Slightly early roll, sadly. Not like he has. Well, this will be like the second death, sadly. But he's still having a very good run. He did take the bonfire, which is good for the run back. It will only give him an extra warp after he's done it. He's gonna have to warp back to the township and sit down there to mark the bonfire again. It's not that. It's a much better. Just for safety, it's really good. Even if it's a tiny time loss.
Wolfie trying to come up with some new skips here, I think.
Wolfie got a good job. Routing on the fly, Wolfie. Where is he even going? He already got the key. Is he going for the souls? I honestly think he's gonna get Crystal Soul Spear and the Crystallization Catalyst at this point.
Maybe. I believe it.
That's why you want the souls.
Can't he dupe them though?
I mean, he can do quantity storage. So he needs the soul to be able to...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, to buy one at least. And Lucida going for round 2 of Manus, the monkey wizard. See,
So
this is what I was talking about, the showy attacks. It's just like, gonna do that, and you have to just wait around, blah blah blah.
Just these really long combos. Oh no,
God.
yeah, I was actually about to mention this.
Yeah.
So, the Dragon Tooth has really high poise damage. But the problem is, Manus can, like, if you ever poise break Manus, he...
Basically
in particular, his
animation
arm,
reset.
yeah, he can actually cancel the stagger. So, that's actually exactly what happened there. He hit the arm, so he staggered him, but Manus, like...
Yeah. Immediately attacks
immediately
Rainford,
countered
yeah.
it. Oh, is he
He's
gonna
going
get
for
it?
He's going for the
Still
try.
no.
He has no humanity, man. It's a base drop. He's not gonna get it. Yeah, that's the magic shield. Why do you want the magic shield? Oh my god.
I guess you can say that this run really is cursed for Wolfie.
Aha! So how do I ban newbie? Can anyone? It's like
What is he doing? Oh, I guess he's gonna grab the... No, because he needs to open up the...
He has to go back there again. He's gonna grab the bonfire, I guess.
But...
He's gonna die to the shoulder bash from Nicholas, which is a really fast attack.
Round 3 on Lucida and Manus.
Bullshit, another combo again. So he's okay.
Oh, he's going for that hand again.
He went for the hand again,
Yeah.
dang it! But he was far
He
enough.
didn't manage to, yeah.
Yeah, you need to go for the body to avoid the
Getting the first rain.
animation reset.
I think Wolfie's deciding to do an all achievements at this point. Alright, third tries to charm for Lucida and he gets the Manus kill.
He's farming the trident. God damn it. So only Calamite left for Lucida on the DLC. We probably won't see the DLC from Wolfie at this point. Why did you do it? Open the shortcut first. Why did you just... I just gotta open his stream and just yell at him a bit. Give me a second.
So yeah, not only do we have a very intuitive way to get into the DLC, we also have a very intuitive way of activating a very specific boss, Calamite. So what you got to do is, you probably saw him do it earlier. He went to this kind of out of place area. He threw a Lloyd's Talisman at a Mimic, which gives him the crest key, which allows him to open this door, and then this NPC shoots down the dragon. Otherwise, you would have to fight the dragon while he's flying around, and he basically never lands. So, just makes it a little bit faster to deal with.
Okay, so Wolfie said no you when I told him to open the shortcut first. Very mature, Wolfie, very mature.
Yeah, you also have to trigger the dragon once before. So you have to trigger the dragon, pick up the crest key, talk to the NPC so that he can shoot him down.
Extremely consistent, coherent, intuitive, and transparent, of course, just as interesting.
Wolfie has unfortunately forfeited. At this point, he's just farming out the tridents.
He's having fun. You cannot do that on a race.
No, not yet. Yeah, speedrunning isn't about fun, guys.
Yeah, what the hell? How dare he?
You're supposed to do very serious, very tedious routes.
Yeah, yeah. The furniture in the Duke's Archives, it's better done than the furniture in the entire game. They do not break just by rolling. It's actually very neat. It's like, I don't know, he got like exclusive deals or something.
IKEA went super, went with
He
better
got
materials for him.
We got the he got the premium brand.
I thought it was gonna go for the AI loop there, but for Calamite, there's actually like a little loop AI loop you can do by going around in circles and.
Yeah, he keeps turning around like a dummy.
It's a little bit slower than fighting him, but it's still it just makes the fight.
Yeah,
which
there
has
we
some
go.
wonky hitboxes very, very consistent.
You look
Just a
like a
little
fool,
bit.
Calamite. You're a fool.
And he's got him down. Wolfie's still going for the trident, and unfortunately.
No, it's not disrespectful at all. What Wolf is doing is basically giving you guys something to watch, because he did forfeit the race. He's not racing anymore.
Yeah,
So
so instead of
giving you
seeing the
guys
Dark
something-
Souls logo.
Yeah, pretty much like there for the entire rest of the race. You guys get to see him making a
Farming
fool of
tridents.
himself, I guess. Farming tridents, god dang it. Get some humanity at least, man.
Wolfie needs the symbol of avarice at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. Where's your max item discovery? And Lucida, after the DLC, you don't really have any other chain section in which you need to do bosses in certain order, which is what happens with Dark Root into Duke's Archives into the DLC. So now he's free to wrap up in any way he wants. Usually, what you want to do is minimize the number of warps. So he's gonna use the Firelink Bonfire as a hub, and he's gonna do all the bosses that are nearby, which are the only ones that he's missing really. So you have Pinwheel and Nito. 4 Kings is already done. You have a Capra and Gaping. And after that, he's only gonna miss the trip to Isolate, which you want to do like either last or apart, since it forces you to take 1 bonfire there.
Does 100% also pick up the trident? I'm not
No.
100%. No? Okay.
No. I would like to see Kamul farming though. He loves farming. Very vocal about like his love for farming things.
There you go, Kumul. That's one more thing you can add. Doing a fall control skip here. The only scary part about this fall control is that you do spawn right next to the bone wheels. But yeah, he just got past it really.
Yeah.
Wow, he switched over to RTSR, which actually means I don't think he's gonna one-shot Pinwheel.
Oh yeah, no, you need the super secret strat here to kill Pinwheel in 2 shots.
Never mind.
Oh wait, no, never mind. Wait, I thought you needed the attack with the...
I thought so. Well, I thought you didn't two-shot him.
Oh no, but
Kumul's
it's
route.
not breaker. This is not breaker. It's not the...
Oh,
It's not the... what's the one that I have been having to like hit...
that's Kumul's route.
Yeah, the one
Mailless,
with the...
Mailless Mailbreaker.
Mailless Mailbreaker, yeah, that you end up just punching Pinwheel with the catalyst.
Yeah, no, he broke the fat ring. That's what happened. I missed it. Yeah, I thought he didn't have it. I thought he unequipped it. Lucy beat Brood. Dang. Wolfie.
And he gave up on the trident. I'm so disappointed, Wolfie.
Yeah, the Drake you route. Calling Brood out live on Speed Gaming.
Wolfie with the predictions. I don't think he got the trident though. I missed it. I was watching Lucida's side, but I don't think he got it.
I don't think he did. I think that actually is that the end of all magic routes? Because Simp was doing a magic route, I think.
I think there's a well, Kim still has a run to go, right? He's on the
Does he?
loser side.
Yeah, I think so. Oh yeah, you're right.
Wait, where is Kim? Kim? Oh, he's not put, but he should be on. Where is it? Lucida.
Yeah, he's going to the loser's bracket, I think. So never mind. We still have.
Yeah, he has to wait for 2 matches actually. Situal versus, I mean, sorry, for 1 match. Captain versus Master. First, yeah, 2. I was fine. I was right. And then Danflesh versus whoever wins versus them, and that's gonna be against Kim on that will be loser's semifinal.
Lucida getting lucky and not getting a scream. That's probably really the only scary part about doing Nito with Dark Beat.
Yeah, and the hidden body.
Yeah.
The rest is pretty automatic.
And you'll see Lucida trying to save up all these souls. You really don't need the extra level up in intelligence or health, but it really is helpful. If he levels up health, it's because he wants to be able to tank the Bed of Chaos Firestorm. If you see him get intelligence, it just saves like a Dark Bead cast on some of the later bosses. That's I think Fire Stage and maybe Centipede. Although I think Centipede you can get either way with just 2.
And this is gonna be a really quick fight on Capra. That was a Capra fight. And he gets a good quit out. That quit out, if you quit out, the game records that the boss is dead when you either get an item from them, if they have a drop, like that key. Oh, the dogs! And when you get the victory achieve message. But when you get the victory achieve message, the thing is like for the bosses that have this drop, if you quit out before the victory achieve message, the game actually resets your position outside of the fog gate, like if the boss was alive, even though it's not. So it saves you having to like walk back out, and also most of the time you can just immediately roll into the stairs and not get blocked. I didn't catch exactly why. I think he did a bit of a turnaround before the roll, and that gave the dogs enough time for the AI to react.
By the way, should we ask Wolfie if he wants an interview?
He doesn't deserve it. I mean, yeah, he can.
I'll ask him.
Goofy was just running the wrong category. Yeah, catch us next month on All Achievements.
All Achievements.
With 3 to 5 hour runs, in only 4 people participating. If so,
If that.
pretty short tournament. Probably gonna wrap it up in the same day if they go without eating and sleeping.
Hey, it's only a 2-hour and 50-minute run, okay?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I actually haven't
Quantity
seen it with
storage.
quantity storage now. It's already done on NG now? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's all done in NG, but it definitely is a lot
no,
less.
you need no NG plus because you need both endings. But it's super easy. I might actually run all achievements now. What's the point?
Yeah, no, quantity storage definitely changed a lot. Well, at least that route, it changed it a lot.
So now he's setting up RTSR to kill Quillag.
Oh, he said he'll wait till Lucida's finished.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and this
he's
is
gonna
a
go for
really cool skip. I actually love it. It's not relevant to almost. It's only for certain routes. Mildrake still does it. So what he's gonna do, he's gonna get out of bounds again, in the same way that you go to Four Kings, but he's gonna take a different route. He's gonna be right on top of Quillag's domain, like the little cavern that you run to Quillag, and he's gonna jump from all the way to Nilondo, clip through the entire bloody game, and land right there. Now he did the proper seal skip. He remembered this time.
Maybe he just wanted to show us both ways of doing the skip.
That's weird. No, I think people are just forgetting things. Yeah, he's celebrating with the camera. Did you see that? He was like, oh yeah, I remember this time. So the cool thing here, and the hard thing, is that the jumping spot, it's very precise. You still have a bit of leniency, but room for error, but it's just tiny. And the quit out is the hard part. You cannot have the quit out ready if there is an area message popping up when you land on somewhere, because the area message pops up just before you touch the ground, and that closes your quit out menu, and then you die because you cannot quit in time. So there's a lot of timing done here. So you got the quit out on the screen before the final quit out screen, and then you have like, I don't know, like a third of a second to do 3 fast inputs and quit out at the right time. It's very narrow, but it's a really cool skip.
And also add
to get.
Add to that the fact that you're basically jumping into a black abyss, so there's really no way to tell until you land. Yeah, basically. I think people use like the handshaking or something. I guess your character kind of moves his hands or something.
There is actually several setups. I think there's one with the catalyst moving. There's another one with your character shakes, which when it's going through the floor of when it's colliding with the hitboxes of the terrain. And there's one that I know someone else was using. I use it, which is putting the brightness all to the way up, and then you can see kind of a depth field. You can see like blue lines going through, and you can use that as a reference as well.
Really?
Yeah. You basically, the blue lines go diagonally, and when you go over the shield, that's your quit out. So it's a very nice visual cue as well. Oh, it's Newbie Soros. That's the funny talking commentator.
Wow, way to assume that it's me that's the funny talking commentator.
Such a silly guy, Newbie. Oh my god, you're so silly. So that's a really cool skip. Now with the plunges, it's actually go through the normal way, but it all depends if you start with the master key or no. That's basically the difference, because Lucida didn't really have an option, well, a fast option to get there. The only other option he had to get to Quilag will be running all the way to the parish, going to Valley of the Drakes, and then going back to the back of Lightown, since he doesn't have the master key. Or buy the master key, actually. Yeah, that would be faster.
Or he
buy
could
the
just,
master key
after killing Gaping Dragon, just go down the
yeah.
Just go.
No, actually, the fastest will be to go to Domhall and buy the master key. It's only 5,000. But it's still pretty slow compared to Blighttown skip. What we're having with speedruns when Remaster comes out? Well, nothing really. They're gonna keep speedrunning it. It's just gonna have a different game to speedrun that looks mostly the same, but with shittier practicals. Cough, cough. Downgrade. But it basically will be considered a new game to run. It's
kind of like they did with Scholar.
What?
The same thing they did with Scholar. So it's basically the same.
What's that? I have no idea what you're talking about, dude.
In an alternate universe, the 2 games were released after Dark Souls 1 and...
Really? Man, that's weird, though. I love Dark Souls 1. I would have loved to have a sequel. But we know that never happened.
Yeah, that literally never happened.
The newbie's silly commentator, so silly. Sequels to Dark Souls 1. Ah.
Lucida here coming for the...
Another cool skip.
Yeah. Really easy, actually. It's quite simple. The elevator loads a little bit later than the entire level because it actually belongs to another part of the world. So as you quit out, you actually get a chance of falling down, clipping basically through the elevator. And since Fire Sage is literally down below, you just end up plunging him, and you don't take any fall damage here. Doing an extra
it's really easy. Basically the skip depends on your position where you're quitting out. That's the skip, really. That's the hard part, learning what it is and just finding a place that, because you can hit that ledge on top, you can die on a branch, so that's the hard part. After that, just quitting out, and then you get the super cool plunge attack. And Fire Sage doing absolutely nothing, because bosses have their trigger where the AI becomes active near the fog gate. So if you run all the way to the entrance fog gate, the fight will start normally. You will have the music, the boss health bar, and the AI working. Since you don't get even close to the trigger, it's just standing there doing nothing. Also, so is this like the 5th hardest game, by the way? Hardest boss?
5th hardest boss, yes, right here.
Now we go for a boss that's actually messy. It's said to be demon. It's a lot cleaner fight with Dark Beat. But
This
if
is
you go into
probably
melee
the-
rage, oh god, the camera.
This is probably the only boss where you actually have to worry about aiming Darkbeat because he's just so far away.
And
if
by
you miss-
aiming, we mean like looking in the general direction.
hey, he can be challenging, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, doing a third cast there, but really nice work from Lucida.
Yeah, mostly you want to get the arm with the first swing because that staggers him. That's a long animation, and gives you time to just like fight away. Now I'm gonna close my eyes. You tell me what's happening because I really value like my visual health.
Your eyesight.
Yeah, my eyesight. I have laser eyes. I had to operate my eyes because of this lava.
Because of this game. Yeah, there's some. Ooh, he's going through some interesting pathing here, but
What? No, that's the actual pathing. What are you talking about?
really, because I usually use the
That's
branch.
what you're supposed to do.
I run to the branch, but I guess
Yubi,
he
what
went
the
to
hell?
legs. Excuse me. Never
Watch
mind.
videos. Watch the videos. This is the proper pathing.
I guess Lucida using the proper pathing to get through to get through the dragon butts.
There is sadly no more races today. The next one scheduled is on Sunday. Since we're approaching, if you guys see the brackets, we're actually heading to the approaching the end. Sad music cue. Dang it! Someone beat me to it.
Yeah, we'll play the
To the end of the
smallest
tournament.
violin.
This will be a lot of fun, to be honest.
Yeah.
Since the quantity storage was discovered and the Dragon Tooth plus 5 is a very comfy and safe route, at the beginning the worry was like everyone's gonna do the same route, it's not gonna be as much fun to watch. Lo and behold, that did not happen, and everyone went doing their own adjustments, and it's just a mess. I think we had only 2 races with people doing the same route, and even in that case, they had different boss order.
Yeah, they kind of did different things.
Yeah, what the hell? Stick to the plan, man. Well, I mean, no, that's actually positive. It was a positive thing. It was really fun to watch. Hard to follow, and we need to work on that for the next tournament, which I'm absolutely sure is going to be a thing.
Oh yeah, hopefully.
And we're going to have to devise a system to keep track of progress. I have a few ideas already, but I don't know if it's how feasible they are. It would be nice if we get tournaments on other games as well. We don't know what's going to happen, but this is just the first taste, the first time we're trying these kind of things. I hope it does. I hope we see it. Honestly, if there is a Dark Souls tournament or Dark Souls 3, I might even join that. Since I can actually play those games.
Yes. Maybe I'm wrong, but that seemed like an interesting Toki setup for the bombs. He didn't use the regular ones.
Wait, what are you talking about?
He used like lower branches, I swear. He used
practice
lower...
these fights.
Usually you use like 2 branches on top, but he used like a little bit lower. I don't know.
Well, the bombs have a huge radius, so there is no super precise.
Yeah.
The only thing you don't want to be like on the very edges of where you can fail, because if not you get like, oh well, that bomb didn't hit. But there is a bit of leniency.
Sorry.
And that's it. All wrapped up. Going to the final boss.
You never know. This has actually cost a couple people issue actually. If we go back through.
No, you're not supposed to die here. Nor forget about your health values and just know how much you are. Well, Newbie, among other people, had a bit of issues on this section. But yeah, it can happen. It's not like super safe. Things can happen. Usually they don't, but they can. So you want to get a running attack from this guy.
And he only has to do a walking one because he doesn't have 20 vitality.
Yeah, if you're running, something that we call instability damage takes into account, and you get 40% more damage. Yeah, I think 40 was. So it will kill you. So in the end, your vitality I mean, the amount of vitality or health that you get on the game, it matters a lot for this boss, since there is no many sources. That's the only quick source of damage that you get. So you want to have enough health, so at this point you can get this artisan setup to make the last fight fast and consistent.
Yeah. And then really it's just a parry for Gwyn and... Yeah, so...
R1 spam.
So beating that 126, potentially here.
Don't curse it. Don't do that. Yeah, he's fine. Should be fine.
Yep.
There you go.
Two dark beats and done.
Now just to wait for the bonfire, and that will be time. So congrats to Lucida.
Moving on to
on the losers bracket, and he's gonna fight Mr. Brood, the prince, the Dutch prince of speedrunning.
Yeah.
And that will be on losers round 4, and that will be next week. GG's. And let's see if they come here.
We've got Wolfie here. Hello,
yeah.
Wolfie.
Hello, Wolfie. I'm looking at you with very disappointed eyes.
I'm forfeiting this call.
Congratulations, though, Wolfie. I'm sorry that.
What do you mean, congratulations to Wolfie?
I mean, my apologies, Wolfie.
Why are you so evil? He was like, "Oh, I'm glad that Wolfie died at the beginning.
No, I
can show that having armor makes no difference in the game." I'm like, what the hell?
I didn't say that. I just said, and Wolfie's showing us how armor really doesn't make much of a difference. That's all I said.
Yeah, because you can just die anyway. It's like, oh my god.
Oh, dude, that was
you gotta. Yeah, how do you feel? How crushed is your spirit at the moment?
Well, it's not that crushed because I know Lucida is going to destroy Brood next round, so I'm actually quite happy about that.
That's good.
That's why I forfeited, actually, because I would have won if I didn't forfeit, regardless of like the RNG and deaths. But I thought, you know what? In order for Brood to lose, I need Lucida to win. So I was like,
so
I'll
you
just
have got to win. Even if you were winning, and then win, you will have just like forfeit right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that was
the plan. Okay, it seems
100%.
sound.
Of course, and
I totally believe you.
Call me a liar because you'll never know.
No, here's the real question though, Wolfie. Did you or did you not get the trident?
No,
yeah,
I didn't. I got bored.
Okay, I actually have a question. Did you forget to do quantity storage before Sense Fortress, or was that intended? Because
I don't do it before Sense Fortress. I do.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't think
thought
it's
you
really
had
worth it to do it twice.
Why would you do it twice though?
You would just do it after, like, before Quaylag, or after Quaylag, I mean.
Oh well, yeah, I guess you could, but I mean, I need to work back to Farling County for Soul Spears, so.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get you now.
So I might as well just do it then rather than before. But
Yeah,
so like I would need to go back to Farling twice more or less.
Okay, you did get a bunch of bad luck with the hollows at the beginning. It was actually
Oh.
pretty funny to see everything was hitting you.
It was fine at first, and I was like, okay, lower undead bird, okay, I got bit by like one dog, that's fine, whatever. And then I got through, and then the door, I got hit like twice, and I dodged the firebomb. And see, as soon as I rolled in the door and I saw that guy's jump attack, I was like, well, I'm dead, there's nothing I can do here. Because he's already in his attack animation, and I'm completely just, that's me back to Firelink, I guess. And then on the way back up, I got jumped again by 2 hollows. I was like, what's going on? Leave me alone.
Let me see if I can get Lucida.
Yeah, get Lucida. And then the death before Golem was so stupid.
By the way, what happened at Duke Skip? That was kind of unfortunate.
I don't know, like I just couldn't do it for the longest time, and then I got really frustrated with it because I couldn't get it, and then when I finally got it, I was like, screw it, I'm gonna go kill this channeler. To be honest, at the Golem death, I knew I'd lost. Like 100%. Yeah, I was like, yeah, okay, I've lost this race. Like 100%.
Hello, Lucida.
Hey, Lucida. You're welcome for me letting you win.
Congrats.
I was actually on Gwyn when I forfeited, but I would take that. I'm kidding. I'm actually really sorry that I forfeited and like didn't give you a proper race.
I kind of lost the interest. Saw that you have forfeited. I was reading the chat, so I had a pretty good idea of what was going on all the time there.
Yeah. No, I'm so sorry though. Like, it sucks.
We can rematch sometime.
I don't know if I can put you through that.
Okay, Lucy, I have questions for you too, because you were having like extremely clean run until you decide to do
Yeah, that seal skip.
the seal skip, even though you have full control. You decide to do the non-full control one.
Yeah, it's a mental thing now. I have been having some problems with it. I think I spent like 40 minutes practicing it the other day, and I got it like 20 times in a row, but it's just a mental block for me now. But I'm gonna practice some more.
Okay, but what did you decide to do the one without full control, even though you had it?
It's easier like that. Like the time window is so ridiculous.
Oh, okay.
It's easier to fall than aim.
It was a very clean run, no matter though, except the bit of Manus.
Yeah. The Manus gets harder the more you die to him.
Yeah.
It just becomes like a mental block.
What was that, Wolfie?
I was just asking what your in-game time was.
It's 1:19:19.
Yeah, so in order to beat you, I would have had to PB'd by like 1.5 minutes.
Jesus.
Damn. Expectations.
Yeah. It was yeah.
It was nonetheless. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely.
Wolfie. No, even if you, I like that. Even though you forfeit, you try to keep going. I honestly,
you say I tried to keep going. I went into prison and I started farming time in like 5 minutes.
The cursing was like the
Yeah, that was
getting cursed.
Well, I kind of, but like honestly, like the first like 3 or 4 times I failed juke skip, like the first time before I died, I was like, right, if I don't get this in like 2 goes, I'm just gonna go through the prison. Screw it. Like I can't be bothered. This is ridiculous. and then I got through it, and then when I like died, and then I had to go back up, and then I failed juke skip like 3 or 4 more times, and I was like, you know what, I can't. Because at that point I think I was almost like 10 minutes behind my own splits, and
I will say, Wolfie, even though I felt really sad that it all happened to you, it was a really good example of like why we do certain things. And I was like, well, so normally you wouldn't do this. Oh wait, Wolfie's showing it off right now. Perfect.
It was a good race.
Lucida, did you die in your run to Manus?
I died like 3 times.
And you still got 119. Damn.
Yeah, it was.
Where did
It was.
you die?
It was a really clean run outside of that though. Like.
Yeah, there wasn't like major mistakes, but there was 1 to the seal skip and twice dead to Manus.
Yeah.
Lucida,
Yes.
will you beat Bridge for me?
I'm gonna try my best.
Okay, that's good enough.
But I doubt Broad is pretty damn good. So.
Is Bruce still doing the BKGS start? I forgot.
No, I think he switched to just. Oh wait, I haven't seen the last 3 ones. Actually, I have no idea. Anyway, let's wrap up here. Congrats to Lucida. Good show is still Wolfie though. I remember you didn't think you will make it past the first race. I remember you said that, and here we are. Like you advanced quite a bit. You PV? I think didn't you PV both? Didn't you PV also in the middle of this?
The first race against Mechapult I PB'd by like 1 minute and 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Nice. So there you go.
It's a good show.
So like, my PB on the leaderboard is actually wrong because I've not bothered to highlight that yet.
I can't bother to actually submit. It's a good show no matter. It was fun to watch. It was fun to commentate. Hope you guys watching had fun as well. We try our best.
Thanks for commentating, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for this.
Thank you.
And we'll see you on Sunday with the winners bracket Sasu team versus Nax. That should be a blooded bath.
Yeah.
I think we need more aggressiveness here. This is not enough. I'm trying to
kind of boost it.
Yeah. We have to boost it. It's just more action.
Unfortunately, Wolfie's gonna be put at the stake after this. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you will get assassins sent to your house. You have like about 30 minutes to stay by
Oh, what for?
Before they come back.
Forgot about this. Jesus. Let me make the call.
But thank you, Miltrift, as my co-host for joining me, and thank you guys for the race. Everybody have a good night, day.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
And I'll see you around. Bye-bye.
I